won Super Bowl 59.
Dude, it gave me goosebumps watching it.
Rivian pulled up to the stadium with the snow tires on, the tinted windows. Many men came on, and it was just a murder.
This guy wins. Look at his record. Look at his stats. Thank God he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
You can mark this down. I think the Eagles are hosting the NFC Championship game.
I don't care how it looks at this point, as long as it's a win.
Vaughn came up with it.
Oh, Bond's an animal.
That guy's playing at an all-pro level.
I mean, you could have heard that from a mile, dude. That stadium was loud.
Lock in, Bruce. Another Speaking Birds. What is up, my Bruce? My bird. Bruce, we are back. It's another Speaking Birds. It's your boy Speaks here. Running the ship, running a solo ship today. Man, the vibes. We got a Saturday game. And I know people don't, it's like we've had this weird schedule. We're playing, Black Friday. We got the Monday, Sunday night, but look, everyone knows the vibes are immaculate on a Saturday. Look, it's a fact. And, over here on the West Coast, it's 2 p.m. It's like, man, it's prime. I went out earlier, got some errands done. The boys on PHLY were saying, you got to get those errands done. Did my walk, went to the store. Oh, now I'm back. Got some chores done. Now I'm just ready for some division clinching football for the Eagles. Yeah, the Eagles today have the ability. It's right there in front of them. You beat the Commanders, you're a division champ. I believe it's the first time in 20 years there's a repeat champion in the East. So, man, I think we're gonna go in there. We're gonna beat some tail, and we're gonna get those hats and shirts. But here, before we get too far in, it is a Saturday game day, so I'd be remiss if I didn't do a bit of a beer review. Now, I said I went on errands. I just went to the bottle shop. That's half truth, half not truth. I also stopped and got a frozen pizza. Okay, I digress. Let's get into this. Man, so I went to the local bottle shop, and you're looking around. You're always trying to find something. I try to keep integrity. I know half the people, if you're listening, you might not remember some of the beer reviews I used to do, still do on occasion, but I could recycle them, but I try not to. So it makes buying beer a little difficult. You want to get something you think you'll like, a style you think you'll like, and something you haven't tried, haven't reviewed. So I haven't tried this. This is legit. Yeah, this is called this is called Buddy Lager from Second Chance Beer Company. They're from San Diego, and Second Chance might make you think of like adopting a pet or adopting a dog. A lot of times, they give those dogs a second chance. So there's a dog with a collar on the can and some paw prints. Pretty cool. It's a lager. Yeah, it's a lager. They're not saying what this. Oh, yeah, it's a 4.6, 13 IBU. So we got a lager out here putting the IBUs on the can. I can respect that. And every can has to have a little poem. So here you go. It doesn't matter where you're going. It's who you have beside you on the journey. Take a buddy. Seize a pint, save a pump. Save a pump, save a pup. Second Chance Beer proudly supports local dog rescue. So that's cool. And, like to support a good cause while also, having a little brewski. Let's crack this bad boy open. Interesting. It's very tart. It's very tart on the nose. I don't know if I'm gonna love that, but let's give this a first chance, if we will. Oh, it's actually smooth. Okay. All right. I got it. It definitely there's a tart aftertaste for sure. It's not my favorite lager, and it could have something to do with. Let me see the brewed by date on this. I don't know if I can find it in a. I don't know. It's a little flat. I like my lagers, my craft lagers, to be a little hoppier. It's a little tart after. It's got a little tart finish. It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing. You know what I was really on the hunt for? I was really looking for a nice winter ale, and I couldn't really find anything. I mean, you have the Sam Adams winter ale, but I don't know. So I was looking for something. The problem with these beer cycles, So I feel like they do such an early release. Like, Chris or Halloween is barely over and you start to see all the winter beers. And then by the time, it gets to the week before Christmas and you're really looking for a winter ale, they don't stock them or they're out or this and that. And I get it. They don't want to be, you don't want the holiday to pass and to be stuck with all the stock that no one wants. So you early release it. I don't know. Maybe that's the thinking. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's just a bit of a shame. All right, let's give this buddy another pull. It's not the worst. It's not the best. I mean, is that where you want to be for a beer? It's like, if you're a player on the field playing a game and no one's talking about you, that might be a good thing. It should. I want to shout out here, and this isn't this is something that everyone is talking about. All the football heads, like Kenyon Mitchell, is having a fantastic season. So much so that teams aren't even targeting him. And I had the thought, like, have we seen a DB on the Eagles just completely just and I don't want this not like not be in the game, but just like be out there. Like be so good that he might get mentioned a few times on the broadcast. And yeah, he'll make a play or be in on a couple plays, but man, that's great. And I even thought, back in like the Revis days, he was all over the broadcast. People were targeting him and he was making plays. I mean, for Q, you just don't see it. I hope he gets that all pro recognition because he sure deserves it, boy. All right, let's give this a rating. It's a flat 7. I've had worse. I've had better. It's flat. I think I give it a flat 7. But I like their cause. And another reason why I was kind of drawn to this. I saw Second Chance Brewing, and I thought about this Eagles team, and I thought, you know what? Okay, we had a couple crash outs. We had the 2-game losing streak. We had the 3-game losing streak. We had the overtime loss, to the Chargers. Jalen, was it 4 interceptions, 5 turnovers, all time low, hit rock bottom. I am rebirthing myself right now. I'm giving these Eagles a second chance. All right, I'm going on record. We get it. Everyone said the same thing about the Raiders team. I'm not here saying that it was a prove it game or anything of that sort. However, we took care of business. There were things that we saw that we previously didn't see with this team. I don't care. I mean, I get it. But look, they're professionals. They went out and they were abysmal. But giving this Eagles team a second chance. I'm back on. I'm rebirthed. I dipped my head. Is that what it's called? Baptism when you do that. So I'm dipping my head in the pool of second chance Buddy Lager. From this moment on, I'm all in until I'm not all in anymore. So I think look, I think we take care of business today. We get the hats, we get the shirts. I don't think this team is going to be one to over celebrate that sort of thing, but look, I think we get it. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think we go up to Buffalo. We go up to man. They have a punch in the mouth from us coming. Boy, have they been asking for it. The way that they're playing with us in multiple ways. We can elaborate that on the pregame pod, but they got it coming. I think we go take care of business, and I think we finish strong. And yeah, we can talk about the seeding and resting players. No, 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 no. I think we take care of business today. I think some things go our way in the later games, the Bears game today later and Sunday. I think we got something to play for, and I think we play for it. I'm fired up. And this Commanders team, what a joke. Oh, man, I'm seeing red. Seeing red. What a joke. That championship game, you back into a championship game, all of a sudden you're the 2010 Patriots. Give me a break. You're all over social media. Oh, this team, we're going to be back better than ever. We're going to be back better than ever. We're taking over the Hard Rock. Yeah. Yeah, let's see you sustain a little bit of success for, maybe a couple years before you go start running at the mouth. Okay, yeah, your star, quote unquote star quarterback is injury. Well, maybe he's injury prone. Maybe you got another injury prone quarterback. You don't know how to protect your assets. You have, you trot out these quarterbacks. They're injured. You get them injured. Now they're injury prone. Boo hoo. And nothing against Jaden Daniels. I mean, look, I'd like to see him, but that's no excuse for your just your fall off a cliff season. I mean, you guys don't even deserve anything. You don't deserve it. No second chance for you. Man, I'm looking forward to it. The Eagles should be relatively healthy. I think we're without, obviously, Jalen Carter. He's not going. Lane Johnson's not going. There were question marks. Fred Johnson, is he going to be able to go? He's a go. So he'll be in there at right tackle. Man, nobody wanted to see Pryor. So, yeah, it'll be a good game. We're facing Mariota. And look, they still have Scary Terry McLaurin over there, and they have Debo Samuel. So, Scary Terry's been a bit of an Eagles killer in the past. I don't think it's going to be enough. But, I mean, their defense is awful. They're old. So we'll see. But guys, this was a pop in. I want to get this online. Hopefully, if you're driving to the game spot, you'll see it on Spotify. Like I said, I got Eagles here. I forget what I said on the previous pod. But yeah, I'm looking like 27-10. 27-10. All right, guys, go Birds.